I've got Mama Martin here. She's just leaving the doctor. You want to say anything, Mom?
Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? Well, I'm smiling because I just left the doctor with my, as I told you guys, I had the swelling on my feet and it wouldn't go down. Well, yesterday for my birthday, I woke up and the swelling disappeared. It's been there for 2 weeks. And today was my checkup for the foot. And in all the tests that I did, they found nothing, no blood clot. They didn't find anything, and they showed me some exercises that I need to do, and that I need to stay off of my feet a little bit more because, well, I'm a diabetic and so on, and I should wear compression socks. So that is the health part for today, and well, today is Giving Tuesday, and I would like you guys to tell me, what do you like to participate in giving back to the community, to the less fortunate? What do you like to do in giving to your church groups and whatever organizations you like to give to? Because in our family, since I was a child, I was taught that to whom much is given, much is expected, and you always share. Because when you think that you don't have anything and you don't have enough, there are others who don't have anything at all. So we were taught to share. We learned to share. You share your food. They even used to take away your lunch if somebody come in and they've already taken out your lunch and everything, and someone would come in to visit, because in those parts of the world they show up at your doorstep. They don't call to ask if they can come. It's a cousin, a friend. They just stop by and they would just take your meal and just take out some and make sure that they get something to eat. And we would do clothing and different things. And then in America, well, like when I came here, it was different. Working, you have organizations through the job that you give to. You work at the school, at church, you give, and then at school, I used to pack Thanksgiving baskets because I was always in the PTA. They used to call it back in those days. I don't know what they call it now. And I saw my mother used to give a lot to the PTA, so I used to do a lot for that, fundraisers and all those good things. So um, just let me know what you guys did today or have plans to do for the holidays to give back.
Yeah, even if we're not in the U.S. Oh, and Damien said hi, and Prem said hi. He's from India, and Matt said hello. So hello, everybody.
Hello, guys.
I'm reading the comments because my mom can't see all the way from where she's sitting, and I'm holding the phone because my car phone holder broke. So I'm about to head to the store to get another one. But I said let's go on live. This is our version of Vlogmas, so we're trying to stay live every day in December. Prem said, "How are you all?" We're doing good.
We're
My
doing
mom
good.
just left the doctor, so I said let's hop on live real quick. Hello, fourth season. But yes, how do you guys plan to give back to others this holiday season, this December month? It could, even if you're not in the U.S. I know in the U.S., I don't know if any other country celebrates Giving Tuesday or recognizes it. Let us know if they do. But in the U.S., today is Giving Tuesday. And so, like my mom said, we would give to the homeless. We just, I mean, naturally, our family kind of has a culture and a history of being benevolent and philanthropic on a bigger level. Agent said, hello, beautiful girls. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Sniper said, donate in 2000 to BLM. Okay, that's good. Um, so yeah, like it's one of those things that we tended to always err on the side of those who are homeless. Um, and then we would give to like children, school children, who needed uniforms. I know in the Caribbean that's just the thing. Everybody wears uniforms. So in Guyana, that was a thing that my mom would do a lot. And then what else do we usually do? Housing. We'd help people with housing.
And elderly. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we love to help the elderly because the elderly, and I don't know, I think it's all over the world. Everyone thinks that, well, the elderly will be taken care of, and We don't have to worry about them. No, the government does not. They do not take care of the elderly the way they should. They, whatever they will give and think it's a whole lot of money for an elderly person, no, it's not, because the prices for grocery and clothes and everything remains the same. It does not change when you're old. The difference is when you're old and you're not going to work and all that good stuff, you do not have to buy as often, so it would last a little longer. But we still have to buy coats and we have to buy shoes and we have to buy better shoes because we're old and our feet get cold.
And
fast.
certain types of food too, because if you don't know, my mom just turned 74 yesterday, so you can't eat like you did when you were in your 40s, 30s, 20s. I'm in my 30s and I can't even eat how I was in my 20s. Me and my friends laugh about that. We're like, "Whoo, we're getting closer to 40," you know. So it's just one of those things you have to eat differently. So, Durgaff, I'm sorry if I'm messing that up, says, "Does your mom enjoy modern day or prefer the 80s?" A little off topic, but I thought it was a fun question. So, do you prefer 2024 or do you prefer the 1980s? I prefer the 1980s, and I was born in 88, so I didn't even experience it, and I prefer the 80s.
I prefer the 80s to a certain extent because at that point things were still not so bad, and youth were still excited to talk to older folks. They didn't have much to give because they were young people, but they paid a lot of attention. And to me, this is just me, they even in churches they wanted to do things with the elderly so they can learn and stuff. But 2024 has its perks because it's a different era and you learn a lot from the youth in terms of technology. And so when you find the ones that are very nice and mannerly and stuff, but people claim that they do not want anything to do with young people. But young people are nice people.
Yeah.
If you know how to act as an older person, because respect is a two-way street. So each era has its own ups and downs and likes and dislikes. So you look at it with, well, this year it's so, and next year is so, and the year before it's so, and you will find good in all of it. But the 80s was a little bit more porky, and things were a little less expensive, and the youths, they were there a little bit more, and people paid, to me, a little bit more to not only their older family members, but to anyone in the community. Children, you love to do things for them and stuff. But the 80s was very nice. The music, of course, was very different and
I'm
nice.
definitely an old soul.
Yeah.
Like, I've never shown you those TikTok pages where it's all nostalgia based. So I think they make this stuff with AI because there's no way people have all this footage, and it's so crisp. But it's like they'll make AI videos of like a house in 1985 in like Chicago, and it's like Christmas time, or it'll be like it's 1983 and you're in your penthouse suite in Manhattan or whatever. A video, and it's so like it's just nostalgic. Like the play, I'm like, I wasn't even living during that time and I miss it. Like I'm reminiscing. Sean said, watching from the Caribbean, grandmommy from Jamaica. What's up? What's up? Thank you for your support. Gaff. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. Said you're speaking facts. Hello, good publications. Thank you, Muhammad. So yeah, like it's interesting. Times change, and the older you get, the more nostalgic you become. I'm definitely in that era where I'm like, I'm stuck in my time. I like what I like. I'm not interested in what the kids are doing these days like that. Like I'm just really, I stay abreast. I have to for the business I do, but it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm kind of stuck in my ways. Like I'm stuck in my auntie era now.
Yes,
I'm outdated.
I was born in 1950, and when on our way to the doctor was telling her, I said, man, when I'm in Guyana, I have so many grandchildren. Because everybody, you go into the minibus, come granny. They take your bag, and when you're coming out, come on granny, take your time. You got to make one step down and you got to turn here. And I said, that respect is still there. You have the ones who are going to do exactly what they're not supposed to do, even though they know better. But, you know, because you were raised in that era, you're kind of like stuck in time. Because we never call someone older than you, even if they were 1 year older than you or a couple months old. You never call them by their first name. It's auntie, whatever, uncle, whomever. And or Miss Mary or Mr. John, the respect level was high back in those days. And I think we just have to be patient with young people. And instead of criticizing them, or when we see them, we walk on the other side of the road, we probably need to make the first step by smiling at them and saying hello to them and let them feel that they are human beings and somebody cares.
Yep.
Maybe that will help to change them.
That's so true. Okay, Mohammed, thank you for joining in. And Sean said, did grandma have any life regret? Do you have any life regrets?
Well, sometimes I think that when I was young, not young or young, because I'm not nowhere near to young. when I was young, I think I could have made maybe a few more friends. I had friends, but it was limited. And maybe it would have worked out, maybe it would not have. But the ones that I made, they're still friends until today. We're all now in our 70s. And that's something that from time to time I say, maybe I could have made a little bit more friends, even in the village that I grew up. And that is a regret I have from time to time, that, I would say hello and so on, but I didn't have too many close friends.
Yeah, like solid people you can count on like that. Yeah, that's a good question. Life regrets. That's a real good question, because I'm even thinking, like, do I have any life regrets? I don't know. That's a really good question to ponder about.
Yes, you gotta get up in age.
Yeah.
And then all the reflections would come back, and then you say, I could have done better in this area, I could have done better in that area,
Yeah. So, but yeah, we just wanted to pop on and encourage y'all to give something to somebody this December month. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just be the light. Bring joy to somebody, because there's always someone out there that has it worse than you. There's always somebody out there that but discern, see where you feel led to give and all that, and give into good ground, and you will definitely you will see the benefit of that. And it's not always necessarily a tangible benefit, but it's definitely an intrinsic one, where you just feel the benefits. You see it in people, bringing joy to them and things like that. And sometimes it does come with both the tangible and the intrinsic. So
that's right.
But the foundation, I did want to mention that. So speaking of giving, my mom has a nonprofit that she founded called the Durant Family Fulfillment Group. So you want to say a little bit about what we do, because we do a lot in Guyana, so we're not gonna like bog you guys down with all the details, but you could click down below in the description box and check out the website, see pictures, and if you feel led to donate, you could donate at any time.
Yeah, we do back to school. That's one of our highlights. We do that every year, and it is done well with our money. Myself, my siblings, my children, and so on, and we put together the money. We buy school bags. We fill them with things for the entire school year, and that's pencils, pens, rulers, erasers, sharpeners, black and white notebooks, college rule paper, wash rags, a supplies for an entire week. So every weekend you wash, you get them all for the next week again, and everything that the child needs to in the classroom to bring ease to them and success, we provide in that school bag. We buy school bags. We try not to buy school bags that are too cheap, for one reason: we do not want it to break before the school year ends. So we would get the school bags, we would fill it, we will give to the church, more or less, or children that we know, to help with their lunches, their school lunches. We don't have that fully organized that we would take it to schools or anything. We give it to the church and to children we know in different neighborhoods, in where I'm from, where my sister lives. We have areas that we know children, and we would do that. And then if during the school year, if their parents have they don't have anything to cook that makes sense, because sometimes you have things to cook but it doesn't make sense. It has to be nourishing for children. they would simply just send the child and ask if we can help them, and we would. And then we take care of the elderly. They will send their little messages too. And you know old people, when they send the message is very stern, and they're asking for what they need. But at Christmas, we do baskets with everything that you can think of that's basic, the basic stuff like rice, cooking oil, chow mein, whatever. Everything, flour, everything that you use in a kitchen, we would pack for the elderly. And then there are few that are that my sister and her husband know those older people better than I do, because I left and I came abroad 40 something years ago. So they would put like dresses and so for them. And the men don't participate too much with us, maybe because we're too many girls. And we would give them a bottle of wine, and we just sit a nice little dinner, and we would sit and talk and reminisce about years, because I'm an elderly person. I'm old, I'm 74, but we deal with people that age group and older, because they're around and some of them are healthier than me. And so we do that at Christmas. Last Christmas we gave a little bit more, like we give bath towels out here and so on and so on. And then we also do a talent show, to see talent of the young people, whatever they can do, whether they can write an essay, they can do a poem, they can sing, whatever. And we give out prizes for that. And with that, with the talent show, we let them model. So you get people to donate stuff, and they get their dresses and so on, and you crown the winner, and they get a bouquet of flowers, and they get the first prize is usually 100,000 Ghana dollars. No, that's not 100,000 US.
Yeah. 100,000 Ghana dollars, which is about 500 US.
Yes, that's about 500 US.
Yeah.
And that's the first prize. We give out first, second, and third. And then everyone gets a nice cosmetic basket and so on. And then they have a dinner and that.
So we do a couple of
We
things.
do a couple of things, and along the way, anything that slip into my head or my sister's heads or so, my brother, they just call me up and say, "Well, I was thinking about this. Well, you think this is going to work?" Well, yes, fix a date and tell me how we're raising the money.
Yeah.
And we go from there.
And so, hey Yasmin, sis, I haven't seen you in a long time. Yasmin says hello. Lovely to see
Yasmin.
you, and you look beautiful per usual.
Thank you.
And so thanks for joining us, sis. We're going to hop off soon, but the last question, so we're not going to get into the 50-50, Sean, because we'll be here all night. Like, we'll go live on another day to talk about that, because we still got stuff to do. But thank you for that question. I'll table that one. But Sean wanted to know who was your favorite teacher, and then we'll end off the live so we could get to the next things we have to do.
Oh, my favorite teacher in what they call elementary school here was Miss Glasgow. And I used to call her cousin Viola, because along the way we found out that she was related to my grandmother.
Oh, okay.
So, and she was a very nice teacher. And we had Mr. Seafoot was our headmaster. He was very nice and very strict. And then in high school, my favorite teacher, well, I had about 4 favorite teachers. Miss Peters, who was our music teacher, and Miss Ojan used to do Bible club. She didn't teach me a subject, but she used to do Bible club. Viola Boredom, the late Lyndon Forbes Sampson Boredom, president of Ghana, his second wife was my Latin teacher in high school. And who else did I have in high school that I liked? My home ec teacher. She was annoying, but she was nice, Mrs. Robinson. But those were my favorite teachers. And then I had my music teacher that I went to piano lessons with, and she was Miss Bunyan, and I used to call her Cousin Iris, because back in those days, everybody you call cousin this, auntie this, whatever. Yeah.
And you were a class of what? What year did you graduate?
Why should I tell them? Do the math. Anyway, I went to high school in 1962. and we graduated in 1967.
Ooh, man, class of
So
67.
you realize how old I am.
Yeah. Seen a lot, witnessed a lot. So, but y'all, we got to run to the store and do a couple other things before it gets dark and even colder. So, with that being said, we will definitely be live again tomorrow. I don't have a time, but just pop in like you guys usually do, and we'll try to you guys are dropping some good questions. Every live we get on here, the questions get better and better. So we'll try to go live when it's a robust question. Like, you can't just ask 50-50 and we just throw something out. Like, but my mom has her thoughts. I definitely got my thoughts. I'm sure you got your thoughts. But we'll go live another day and talk about that. But you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and remember, it's Giving Tuesday. But even if your country doesn't celebrate it, it's a good concept. Like, just think about somebody somewhere that you could do something nice, something benevolent, something thoughtful, and just make somebody's end of the year bright. You know, people go through a lot this time of year.
No
So
matter how small it is.
yeah, just be the light in some way, shape, or form. And then, like I said, check the description box. But the website is durantfamilyfulfillmentgroup.com. But the links are down there and all the things. I'm going to go because now the person's calling me. Then I'm supposed to go see. So bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone, and stay safe.